Good morning. I hope you're all well today. No virtual background today because I'm back in my dining room. For the last 2 weeks, I've had a bathroom fitter here, and he would like be walking backwards and forwards over there, and it felt a bit uncomfortable, and it was noisy as well. So that was why I was in my office last week, which, as I said, has got the walls are still kind of really messed up because we had to rip a load of stuff out there. Long story, but yeah, that's why I was in a virtual background last week. Um, yeah, I hope you guys are good. I today am going to be working on an article that I want to write. I'm still waiting to hear back from Natural England about what they think of the draft of the story. I'm actually going to chase that this morning as well. But there's an article. So I write for a website called Boobing It. Definitely worth a look over there if you're interested in breastfeeding stuff. I was interviewed on the Boobing It what's the word podcast. This must have been 2-3 years ago, maybe even more. I wonder actually, might have been when I was doing the Kickstarter for Milk and Cookies, which would have been like 2020. But yeah, I was interviewed on there and then became one of their writers. If anyone's interested, by the way, Ruth, who runs it, is lovely. And you sort of sign up an account and you can submit things and then she'll publish them if she wants. So occasionally Ruth reaches out to me and says, can you write something about this? Or if I think of something, then I'll submit it. I make it sound like I've written loads of stuff. I haven't. I think I've only written 3 or 4 things, but that's how it works. And I had an idea the other day of something that I wanted to write, and I thought, oh, actually, I will do that because it's a lovely thing they have there. It's got loads of articles by loads and loads of people. Really, really good stuff. Ruth is also really on top of it for like news stories or anything that's topical, or like if something has changed or anything like that. She is really on it with making sure that things are covered on her site. So yeah, it's really a great resource that she's got there. So definitely worth a look. I have realized I haven't shared that on live, which I'm trying to get better at doing, so I'll do that now. Here we go. The screenshot. There we go. Oh no, that's really blurry. That's better. So yeah, can't speak and type at the same time. There we go. Cool. So if anyone wants to join us, they can do. Yeah, so that's what I am up to today. Lovely Jane is planning Instagram posts today. I've got a bit of paper next to me actually because I feel like Monday morning things are going to fall out of my head that I need to make a note of to do. My children finish school, well, not all of them. So my son's already finished school and my girls finish tomorrow because they're at primary school and secondary. I've got the leaver service today for my middle kid. So I have a shortened day today, and tomorrow there's stuff as well because it's the last day of term for the girls. So I think I need to sort of plan my life out a little bit today as well. So as well as writing this article, I'm going to be doing some planning as well. As always, it's nice for people to have a little write along, but equally if you just want some company, I think you can use this as you're getting on doing your emails or your admin. So yeah, and I know quite a few people watch this afterwards, which is really nice. Right, I am gonna get on with it. So we'll do the usual 3 15-minute writing sprints. So I will be back in 15 minutes to see how we're all getting on today. Right, catch you soon. All right, that's 15 minutes over. So let's take a break for a little bit. I think that this kind of writing, knowing you've got a break coming up, works really well. I also firmly believe in accountability, which is why these writing sprints work for me because, I've set a time, I'm going to be here, and I have other people watching me. So I know I've got to get on with it. So yeah, it works for me. Hopefully, it works for you too. I've made myself a pretty rubbish coffee, I have to say. But there we are. The article's going well. It's just sort of flowing. I knew what I wanted to say. I'm just sort of putting the points in order and adding a little bit of research. So yeah, I reckon I'll get it done during this session this morning and then submit it, see if it's something that they would like to put on the website. I had a look actually because I'm writing it in their, what would you call it? Like I'm writing it on their website. I'm not drafting it on my laptop and then copying it over. And I've actually written 6, I think it was, articles for them. So it's pretty cool. It's, it's nice to write something a bit different and say I had something I wanted to say, so I thought I would pop it over there. Yeah. In other news today, I've got to chase up. I might make a TikTok about this actually. I've got to chase an order. I ordered some stuff for the karate club that I'm a member of, and I ordered this big old box of stuff for like everybody. Collated everything, collected everybody's money, got all the sizes and the information, whatever, ordered it. And it was next day delivery. And I wasn't going to be training, like I'll be training today. And I ordered this last week. So I had it sent to somebody else because it would mean that everybody could get their stuff earlier. And there have just been so many issues, nothing to do with anyone in the club, just delivery stuff. And at present, it's out for delivery to a place that it can't be delivered to. So I've got to try and call them and just be like, guys, like, please, can we have this parcel sent somewhere sensible? Because they've tried to deliver it 3 times to places that either can't accept the order or places that don't exist. So that's going well. Because obviously everybody would really like their stuff. I'd really like to get it to them today. That would be cool. So that's the thing that I'm going to be doing today. Aside from like work stuff, I need to edit a video as well. James managed 15 post ideas already. That's awesome. I love as well that this doesn't have to be writing sprints, that, whatever you need to do just to be able to sit down and get your work done, get yourself organized. I think that's fab. So yeah, I'm here for whatever anyone would like to do in these little sprints. Yeah, this feels like such a weird time because it's the start of the summer holidays, and that means that my sort of schedule just goes out the window. Everything's going to be all over the place. So I feel kind of weird about it in a way because I'm so used to like this is how my working life goes. I still will be able to get a fair bit done because of the age of my kids, but it's a challenge. But there we are. And we're still having loads of stuff done to the house. I will probably do another house tour at Christmas, I think. We've been living here for 2 years. So yeah, still lots and lots of stuff to do. So that's the thing that is happening. It's been really cool. Sorry, I just changed the subject entirely. That's how my brain works. I've been doing a sale on my website for a couple of days. I think I put it up on Friday. Basically, I have so many damaged books. I have boxes and boxes because if a book's damaged, I know I could just bin it. I only bin it if it's a proper misprint, like if the pages are in the wrong order or something like that. I don't like to throw away a book that is just a little bit, a corner's been folded over, or the edges of the pages are slightly damaged, or I've signed with the wrong name, or whatever. And in particular, when the print companies send me books that I reject because they're not in perfect condition, I sometimes will reject those and then get a refund for those. But unless they ask me to destroy them, I will just keep them because I figure, well, rather than throwing them away, obviously I can't make a profit from them because I've been refunded. but I, would rather do something useful with them. So I've got loads and loads and loads of them. So I just have too many. So I put them on my website for super, super cheap because, as I say, I can't make a profit from those. And actually, I've managed to clear a whole box, so that's awesome. They're still there if anybody would like more. There's lots and lots of copies of things. Um, because yeah, if somebody wanted to buy a whole load for their school library and the cost of full price books is prohibitive, I thought, well, why not let somebody use them? There's no point in them being in my book storage, other than me donating the odd one every now and again. Because again, they're not in terrible condition. They're fine to like donate to a library or something. Anyway, so that's been going really well. Right, let's get into it. Let's do another 15 minutes. I'm gonna pop the banner up. Here we go. I'll mute myself. Enjoy. All right, there we go. That's our second writing sprint done. I'm going to change the banner. Let's take a break. Let's have a chat. So yeah, what's occurring for you guys? How has your weekend been? How's your week shaping up? Um, we had a pleasant weekend actually. We were pretty tired. Um, I went to a gig on Friday. Maybe I should make a video about this on TikTok. We went to a gig. We went to see Suede and the Manic Street Preachers at Dreamland in Margate, and it was great. We booked a cabin, like a glamping cabin, to stay at while we were away. Just so that, because we had like my mum to look after the kids, so we were like, oh, we could go for a swim in the morning. We're not got to deal with the kids. We could go and get brunch. We were like, let's turn it into a whole thing. We also, I bought the tickets for my husband's 40th birthday as well. So we're like, let's just make more of an occasion of it. And so we arrived at the glamping pod, literally just like bought some fish and chips, went in, ate, dropped our bags, and we're like, let's go, because we were running quite late. And as we drove away, my husband went, oh, I haven't got the keys in my pocket. And I said, oh, actually, my handbag's at the pod. Can we go back? Can we sort that out? He was like, I think I just left the keys in the door. I think I like locked it and then didn't pull the keys out because we were doing so many things. And I was like, no, please, my bag is there. And he was like, oh, it's fine. Like, no one's there. And, there's like people camping are like respectful of each other. And I don't think anything's going to happen. And I was like, well, I have reservations about that, but okay. So we drove away. He was like, I know I left the key in the door. So we went off, went to the gig, got back from the gig at like 11:30 at night. And there's no key. And the pod is locked. He thinks that somebody saw the key in the door and went, oh, I'll take that and I'll look out for them when they get back and give them the key back. And then obviously didn't see us because we didn't get back till late. I'm not sure that if that's the case. I think he probably dropped it. But we ended up at like 11:30 looking everywhere for that key and couldn't find it. We looked in the toilets because we'd gone to the toilet block. We looked. He went through the bin and through like where our chip wrappers were in case he accidentally dropped it. We went around the car park. We went in this like middle of the night. There were some people up, but couldn't find it. And at about, I don't know, must have been 12:15 or something, just went, well, I guess we'll drive home then. I drove home. And then in the morning, he'd forgotten to turn his alarm off, our like Saturday morning alarm for the kids' clubs things. And so he just drove back there, looked for the key again, couldn't find it, and called the number for like the pods and said, I'm sorry, we've lost the keys. They let him in so we could get all our stuff. So I think when we got back to our house at 1:00 in the morning, like we didn't have our bedding because we'd taken that with us, didn't have all the stuff like us to shower in the morning, didn't have, there was loads of stuff that we didn't have. Anyway, so yeah, he went back up there, got all our stuff, came back. He was back by about 10. So yeah, we paid for a night that we did not have. Yeah, thanks. It was quite stressful. Yeah, so I feel like I was fuming about it, and now I think I can see the funny side. I know it'll be one of those stories that we tell of like, remember the time when we went to see that gig and we got locked out. He knew he was very firmly in the doghouse. Yeah, so we were pretty tired because we didn't really get any sleep. We didn't have any bedding. We didn't we were both like irritated and whatever. So yeah, pretty tired and annoyed. Yeah, the concert was really, really good, actually. It's a great venue. I am too short. I'm only 5'2", so my view was like not great, but the vibe was awesome. I did see bits of it. Frontman of Suede is just brilliant, a real like showman. It was more bands that my husband liked. Like, I like them, but he properly liked them. We ended up meeting up with some friends who coincidentally also had tickets. But it's really cool so Dreamland is like a theme park. So it's really cool to be like in that kind of setting. I would say, yeah, if you're short, it's not very easy to see. Queues for the toilets are quite long. The queues for the bar are quite long. But I think it's a fun thing to have done, and I would definitely see something else there, even though I couldn't see very well, but it was like, it was just like a cool experience. And I knew, like, I know I'm sure, I knew that it might be difficult to see. My husband said, actually, if we went again, we'll try and get there super early and get right to the front so you can see. Because he spent a lot of the time going, I know you can't see. And I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. So I think it spoilt it a little bit for him. But yeah, Manic Street Preachers were pretty good. But I would say Suede were amazing because of the show. Um, but yeah, it's always good to see a gig. So yeah, I agree. It could be a scene in a book. I definitely have to get some mileage out of it right after losing the date night. Anyway, let's get into another writing sprint. So our last writing sprint, last 15 minutes, then we'll have a chat at the end. Oh, sorry, I meant to get ready to mute and I turned my camera off. Always a professional outfit here. Right, I'm gonna put writing sprint. Let's do 15 minutes. I'll see you all shortly. Right, that is us done. So that's 45 minutes of writing. Well done. Tomorrow Kiddo has disappeared off, but they got developmental work done on their book series. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what happened there. I lost the ability to breathe. Oh dear. Um, good, good. So yeah, excellent. I have not finished my article. I have ended up down a rabbit hole of research, just double check something. And I'm considering making a government petition because that's the thing. When I start doing one thing, and I'm actually, I should get on my high horse about this. So maybe I will. I don't know. So that's what I'm going to go off and do. I'm going to chase my karate order, find out what has happened to that. And then, yeah, I'm going to finish this article off and decide because it's an article about something to do with breastfeeding. And I'm thinking, I want an action point. I don't like to write something and just be like, this is the thing we should be cross about. Where do you direct that anger? We need something productive to happen because of this thing. So that's hence the petition thought. So I don't know. I might do it. I might not. But yeah, Jane is planning her posts. You're welcome for the sprint. Next week, I believe. Let me look at my calendar. Let's collate. Is it called collate? No. What's the word I want? Calendars. Something calendars. Synchronized calendars. Right. Let's see. That's my washing machine. Everything's going very well. The 29th is next week, and I should be here. That's all fine. So yeah, next week I will be here. I know there's a week. It's in a few weeks' time when I won't be there on Monday because I'm going on a family thing. But next week I should be here. I'm going to encourage my children to go and do something quiet while I am live streaming. So yeah, should be all good. I'll set it up as a scheduled thingy. Thank you for joining me. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about this amazingly professional writing sprint every Monday morning. Yeah, and as I say, you don't have to be writing. You can be doing whatever you need some accountability for. Right, I am going to disappear off and chase up this karate order, figure out where it is and how I can get hold of it. Should I just go and try and like intercept the DH and like drive across it and be like, I want my parcel? Don't think they'll let me, but I could try. Okay, have a lovely week. I will see you next week.